Howdy, how y'all doing? Here in my $1,000 deluxe car. Had some Chick-fil-A for lunch. This dude is living it up. Friday afternoon, I got a call from a gentleman that kept repeating himself. He was elderly. He told me he was elderly. He kept going back through the same stories. Little bit of, I want to be careful what I say here because crazy not the right word. He might have been confused. And I think that was the case. This elderly man called, was wanting to know if I'd come by his house, and I looked at it. The house was super nice. We were in really good shape. It is only 20 years old. I went out and I knew where this was going beforehand because I just didn't think the guy was competent enough to make a decision. And if I make those deals, or if I'd made that deal, I couldn't have slept with myself. So in those cases, me and my wife decided a long time ago that we turn those over to a realtor immediately. We find a realtor that we can trust and turn them over. And that's what I was going to do. But I always like to go talk to them in person so that they don't just keep calling every sign on the road and they know something's moving forward. So I was going out to meet him, and I'm fixing to go burn 3 hours of my day with this gentleman who I could tell wanted to talk a long time. And that's okay. He probably didn't have a lot of company. But I was going to burn this time and, with no reward out of that other than knowing you helped somebody that day. And I looked down at my phone literally while I was getting in the car to go drive to this guy's house on a Saturday afternoon when I could have been with my family. I looked down, another lead popped in my phone. So I called that person up, said, hey, I'd like to come see your house. When can I do it? I've got to go meet this other guy. And I went and talked to this older gentleman for like an hour and a half. Walked around his house. We talked about it. We talked about it a couple times because he kept going through the same circles until I could graciously excuse myself from that and went and locked up the other deal. So I just want to point out that I know, especially for the new folks, when you're starving to death and you don't know where your next meal is coming from, because I'm there sometimes, but I used to be there all the time. You still need to do the right thing. You got to do what lets you sleep and able to look yourself in the mirror the next day, and it'll all work out. If it doesn't work out, it's because you didn't do enough work, 100%. But I just want to put that out there. You do the right thing, and it'll all come back around. Hope you all have a nice day.